I'll shoot a vlog here, something I've been thinking about for about a week or so now. Actually, this is a vlog that I had intended to make a while back because if you're new to my channel, you might not have seen this video. But I made a video about the Satanic Bible a while back. I had been in the market to get it and hadn't had it. I finally did get it. I found it and I bought it and I read it. And so I had said I was going to do sort of a follow-up as to my thoughts about the Satanic Bible, and that's what this video is going to be. However, I'm going to tack onto that some other stuff because it's just other stuff I've been thinking about that's sort of related. Let me just get right into it. So I have a feeling that even just this subject matter, even just the title of this vlog is going to turn some people off to my channel. They're going to go ahead and unsubscribe. I imagine I'm going to lose like at least 7, probably just from making this video. So let me give you a little background about myself and my religious background, just so to put this into some kind of context for everybody. I grew up in what I would call a loosely Christian household, more Christian than some, less than others, in Appalachia, so not quite the South really, but South enough for most people's tastes. And I went originally to the Church of Christ, if anybody's familiar with that. It's a small type kind of church where they don't allow musical instruments to accompany hymns. And traditionally, though my church was not like this, they didn't like women to cut their hair, prefer women to wear long dresses. So it's sort of a more, I guess, strict way of approaching Christianity, or more old school, if you will. A lot of the people that went there were old people, and very small town oriented, right? So everybody knew everybody. Everybody was in everybody's business. So that's, look how beautiful the sun, you know, my camera's not going to capture how pretty this is, but it is just so pretty. And I'm hoping to ride out here and turn around and look at the foothills, and hopefully it's nice and clear back there today. I can't really tell. But anyways, so that's my background. We didn't go to church every Sunday, but we went enough for me to get the gist of it. That's when I was a child. When I was slightly older, like elementary school aged, 5th, 6th grade. In 5th grade, I went to a public school in Tennessee. I had moved there for a little bit. And at that public school, once a week, we went to Bible study. And I know that's going to be mind-blowing to some of you, but that's what we did. And at that time, I was already feeling like a bit of an outsider in the church because I didn't know the Bible as well as some of these other students, and they taught us about the Ark of the Covenant, and they did these Bible verse drills, and I didn't know what the heck was going on. You know, I was very confused. But that was another type of experience I had at the church. That was not the Church of Christ. That was, I don't even know what that was. But we went to Bible study during school hours. Because that part of Tennessee in particular was definitely in the Bible Belt. You're familiar with that terminology in America. It's definitely in the Bible Belt of America. They also whipped children with belts and paddles in school at this particular school that I went to. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. A little bit older, fast forward a little bit, I moved back to West Virginia, and we start going to a Baptist church where my neighbor was actually a part-time pastor. I don't know if that's the right terminology. And he was a rough guy. He was rough on his kids. He was, spare the rod, spoil the child type of mentality. And he lived by that. In my view, he was too rough on his kids. What I would consider abusive to his kids. But anyway, and then I get to stand up there, or sit there and Sunday and watch him stand up there and tell everybody else about how to be a good person. And it was like, you're not a very good person. What are you talking about? But, oh, there we go. Look at that, guys. The sun is really obscuring the view there, but it looks really pretty in real life. So, yeah, you could say that my experience with church was not a very uplifting one. It was not one that made me enthusiastic about learning about the Bible. I have read a good bit of the Bible. I have 2 different versions of the Christian Holy Bible, and I've also read parts of the Quran as well in college. And I want to just make clear that my exploration of the occult actually doesn't have anything to do with the fact that I had negative experiences at church. Those experiences simply made me question human nature, and it made me wonder about whether the Christian description of human nature was realistic at all, and it was something that because it seemed to me that there was a lot of misery surrounding the whole thing. So it's not that some people not living up to Christian standards made me dislike Christianity. It's that it made me question the premise of Christianity, whether it was very realistic at all. Okay.